Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Morris.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. We're going to see a lot of offense tonight, Steve. What can either team do to try and gain an advantage in this one?
You know, I think first you got to limit your turnovers. I think you got to rebound the basketball. And I love the teams that can get to the free throw line more than others.
So the Clippers win the tip. Beverley feeling it out a bit. Feeds it to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Ingram. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Ball with it. There's the dish to Holiday. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside, George to the left side wing. Beverley finds Leonard on the wing. It's good. Leonard's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Clippers.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And the dunk by Williamson.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's Beverley. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Zubac kicks to Beverley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverley. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And Smitty with Beverley and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now, and it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
So he comes up empty at the line.
Patrick Beverley is a tone setter, someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
And here is Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up, consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Now, here's Zubac. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Holiday against George. The pass to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now here's Leonard. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. The shot's good.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
Now Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Ingram. Over Morris. Here's Favors. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Favors, with those broad shoulders, takes up a lot of space going up to shoot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
Good on the second free throw. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season, every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
They get it back. That shot off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Holiday against Leonard, and the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Favors with a wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Leonard. Morris, left side. Kicks it out to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Now, here's Zubac. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now, with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. The 4th spot held by Zion Williamson.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Right wing. Right at the free throw line and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, and quick and shifty there off the bounce. Fluid with that shot motion as well. Williamson continues to impress.
Now, here's George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Now throw. Here's Williamson. Defended by George. Outside Favors. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Favors has got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lead away, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. 8 points for him.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Holiday against George. Leonard with the steal. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Incredible effort by Kawhi. Picks it up with the claw, then off to the races.
Beverly against Ball. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
That one misses.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They are hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
Second free throw, no good. And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
Now, here's Ball. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Ball against George. For 3, Ingram. Offensive rebound, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Ball against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And first time out of the game called. Substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Andrew Shamet comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Reggie Jackson. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting 3.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the 3. Work on your game and what's best for you.
That's good from Jackson.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
so he hits both. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Williams' shot is off. New Orleans leading by 5. Jackson looking around. It's stolen by Green. And now the Clippers on the break. Nobody near Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now here's Jackson. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch in that game against the Warriors.
They're still behind, but not because of his effort. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Here's Jackson. It's a 3-point game. Hayes dishes to Reddick. And there's the pass to Hayes. Over Williams. The shot's good from Hayes. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
This is just one of many areas where Reddick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good, quality shots.
Jackson against Jackson. Up top, Leonard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball, very sparing with his turnovers.
Here's Melly. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Jackson misses. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
First one falls for him.
And not too long ago, Reggie Jackson signed a 5-year, $80 million deal. A lot of pressure on him to earn that money.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Hart, that's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jackson against Jackson. It's Jackson with the drive. Count it. Good. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Now here's Leonard. After J.J. Redick's miss, Shamet, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Pass to Hart. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Redick with the bucket.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Jackson against Jackson. Jackson with the bounce pass. And the wide open shot from Green. And another three for the Clippers.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Hart the pass to Melly. .58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, Jackson. Guarded by Jackson. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Redick's got his second bucket of the game to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Jackson passes to Leonard. Rebounded by Hart.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Shoots over Redick. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We come back right after this. If you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, they've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Hart is out there with Jahlil Okafor. And it's Melly in at the 4. The Clippers trail. From 11 feet away, Okafor grabs the miss.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Knocked loose. Shamet with the steal. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Here's Jackson. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Jackson passes to Redick. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hart. Buries the long-range jumper. Hart's got his second basket of the night. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Green. He had 13 points in the win against Golden State.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Here's Hart. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Okafor. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Having that spark off the bench really helped them the last time these two teams battled. We'll see if it'll be there for them again.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Timeout.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Green. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. George is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. Now here's Jackson. Here's Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Clippers have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight. 3 of 7.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Beverly against Howard. Here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Morris inside, guarded by Holiday. Morris, no good. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here is George. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And the shot goes down.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
George against Ingram. Back to Ball. Kicks to Holiday. The 3-pointers off the mark. The Clippers trail. outside, George. And George with the stop.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Williamson with it. Defended by Beverly. And it's Williamson missing. And George kicks to Beverly. Outside Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 5.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Jackson against Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. These many of recent players to enter the league, which had rookie seasons that surprised you?
I think Donovan Mitchell, the way he came out of the gate. I knew Luka Doncic was good, but because I hadn't seen much film or seen him live, he surprised me. Trae Young, the way he's played from a small guard position, those are some of the guys that have surprised me. Some were high drive picks, and some were a little bit lower, but those are the 3.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Favors is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so here are the Clippers. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. George passes to Beverly. Zubac kicks to Jackson. On deep. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Passes it to George. Puts it up from 15. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. There's the pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Ball. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Williamson, the pass to Ball. Ingram against Morris. Now here's Williamson. Defense right on him.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
On the wing, Jackson for the 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. He kicks it to Ball. Poke loose. Pass to Williamson. Over Morris. Here's Favors. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
When Favors has the rock near the basket, the defense is on edge. They have no choice sometimes but to get physical with him from that range.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Clippers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
George, and the layup falls. George has got 7 points.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Here's Williamson. And again, New Orleans has no up. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. On the wing, Morris. Back to Jackson. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Holiday left side. Ball finds Holiday. Back to Ball. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Free throw, no good. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
So he can't get either to fall.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the chart.
Now, here's Zubac. It's George on the wing. Pass to Morris. Over Reddick. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Holiday looking over the floor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
One of the better defenders in the league. Jrue Holiday embraces the challenge.
And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic. But Jrue Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on, and he comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
No good on the free throw.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Jrue Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Clark kicks to Holiday. to Hart. Launches a three. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Now here is Holiday. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Over Williams. Here's Hayes. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 11 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Holiday. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. Shoots from the elbow. It's a hand on it. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim, and finishing hard.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If they're running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George, and it's the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverley is a great shot blocker.
And a miss there on the triple.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Ball. Offline with his three.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And here's Beverly. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Inside.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change directions and close out on shooters.
Passes to Holiday. Now Williamson, defended by George. And the dunk by Williamson.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Now, here is George.
Oh, wow! Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. So quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Now, here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Williamson. He's got 14. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Williamson.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Ingram, and it's Leonard missing. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Now Ingram lets it go from deep. No good on that one.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Leonard, no luck. Pelicans trail by 8. Williamson dishes the ball. Now here's Williamson, covered by Morris. Williamson kicks the ball. Ingram outside. Yep, it counts. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
George finds Leonard. Shoots over Ingram, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Holiday up top, fended by Beverly. Ingram outside. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Shamet's checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. Los Angeles on D. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
The confidence evident. Zion, no problem rising and firing away. That's a sign of a true leader.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Okafor is checked in for Derek Favors. Here's Leonard. He's got 27. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. Outside, George. It's over Ingram. George, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. Now, Williamson. 18 points for him. Ingram outside. Kicks the ball. Dishes it to Okafor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now, here is George. 17 points in the game. Now the pass to Leonard. Over Williamson. And that one's good. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Michael Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Reddick comes in for Ball. Pass to Reddick. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. Pass to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
You know, JaMychal Green is extremely gifted down low. A solid post threat who can get the job done down there.
Okafor, the pass to Reddick. Passes it to Hart. Now here's Jackson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Clippers. And New Orleans also making a change. Hayes is checked in.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Now, here is George. 17 points in the game. Hayes with the steal. To the inside. That is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut to just 3 points on the basket from Jackson.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He
just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017. He has been solid.
Here's George. It's blocked. Again, New Orleans turns it over. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Morris finds Shemp. Lock at 6. It's George on the wing. Over Jackson, and George gets it to go. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Hart, defended by George. Hart the pass to Reddick. He dishes it to Okafor. Shoots over Shamet. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Okafor.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Reddick for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Offensive rebound, and it's Green missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now, here's Reddick, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. In a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting 2 men in the league. J.J. Reddick is 3rd.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2 guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
2 shots.
And so consistent from the three-point range, too. That's what I love about them. Their long-range shooting is always going to be there. You know what they're going to give you from behind the arc.
That free throw good from Hayes. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. And the Pelicans making a change here. That one is no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. The lead is 2. Shamet kicks to Williams. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken. Yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
And the basket is good.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
Jackson against Reddick. Jackson misses. New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. It's Reddick on the wing, guarded by Green. Here's Hayes. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Holiday against Jackson. Outside Williams. To end the run. That one drops for him. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, he can hit the 3. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
Outside, Reddick. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Got to stay honest on Reddick's shot when he gets a screen, which is why he finds his teammates open thanks to additional space.
The pass to Morris. Reddick against Jackson. it's in there. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Holiday attacking. It doesn't go for him.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
It's up a 3. Pelicans with the rebound. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Green with the block.
And the rim protection from Jermichael. Another thing he brings to the table.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then there's Favors, and it's Hart, and it's the small forward.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
The Pelicans trail. Holiday, the pass to Nelly. Redick against Morris. The drive by Redick. Lobs it up for Holiday.
Nice to see an assist by J.J. Redick, showing he can be a good secondary playmaker at the off-guard spot.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Jackson dishes to Green. Jackson with it. On the wing, Williams. 4 on the shot clock. From the arc. Rebounded by Hart. The Pelicans shooting well, 50% from the floor. To the paint. Favors can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Redick following the basket by Marcus Morris. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. With some arc. No good that time. Holiday with the defensive effort.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
The dish to Redick. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jackson kicks to Morris. 6 to shoot. And that one is good.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ingram passes the ball. New Orleans moving it around. Zubats against Favors. Dishes to Ingram. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Now here's Favors to end the drought. Offensive rebound. And it's Favors slamming it down.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
George against Holiday. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Williamson. Good work defensively by Morris.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second. This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Charity stripe shot. Here's Favors. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Man, that's a big dude. But Derek Favors shrugging off contact and helping his team.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pelicans trail by 8. Ball, the pass to Williamson. And Holiday kicks the ball. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. No good on the quick 3. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Leonard attacking. A shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Ball against Beverly. Pass to Williamson. Out to Ingram. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Down low. Here's Leonard. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Well, free throw drops for Leonard.
NBA champion, Finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
Ball finds Holiday. Goes up at the stripe. Unable to get that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Holiday against George. Excellent D there from Holiday. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 11-point game. Holiday with it. George picks him up. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
They get it again. Clippers leading by 11. And Leonard has it in the corner. And stolen by Favors. Holiday against George. Now Holiday. Pass the ball. Clock at 6. Back to Holiday. From outside, off the mark.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Here's Beverly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
Morris against Holiday. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And it's blocked. To the inside. Favors. That Ball's nice speed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Beverly. Leonard draws the double to the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
So it's the Pelicans now, after the Clippers pick up 2. Stolen by George. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly got it. Pelicans with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Holiday. The shot missing. See that time from Leonard.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. Williamson with it. Passes it to Ball. Lets it fly. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And that one's good. Beverly.
Very consistent from long distance. Beverly, a floor spacer offensively.
The pass to Williamson. And here is Ball. Covered by Morris. It's a floater. And Ball puts it in.
That's nice work. Stopping short of the rim. Just laying it over the top.
Beverly against Ball. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 16. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter. Ball finds Holiday. Ball against Zubac. 5 to shoot. Ingram outside. Over Beverly. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers leading by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so checking out their season record, this team will become their 45th win. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. 1:02 left in the game. Beverly, the pass to Noah. Here's Magruder, covered by Okafor. Pass to Mann. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Hart. Pass to Alexander Walker. Six to shoot. Passes it to Moore. The shot. And again, New Orleans has no luck. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. We'll